Welcome once again. I'm here with the paper of Business Mathematics 2016, ICOM 1, Federal Board of Intermediate and Secondary Education. And now we will discuss about the solution of this paper. First question, as usual, about the MCQs. And I will not use so much time on this question. Correct options are given here. The comparison of two similar quantities is called ratio. If the simple interest on rupees 15,000 for 3 years is rupees 900, then the rate is, correct option is 200. Amount paid to an agent as the remuneration of his services is called commission. The time between successive payments of an annuity is called payment interval. The 0.06 is called y-intercept. A number is multiplied by 2, then subtracted from 80, the result is minus 40. In this MCQ, you will have to create equation through this theoretical data. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, the roots are imaginary. If two linear equations in two unknown have no common solutions, they are called inconsistent equations. 11111 binary is equals to, correct option is 31 decimal, and matrix multiplication is not, correct option is commutative. Now we move to the second question, question number 1. If the sum of two numbers is 12 and twice the first is 6 greater than 4 times the second, what are the numbers? First of all, you will have to create the equation. First of all, if the sum of two numbers is 12, x plus y equals to 12, because we do not know about the numbers, so unknown numbers are denoted here, x plus y, and twice the first 2x is 6 greater than 4 times the second, equals to 4y plus 6. So after arranging these equations, it will become x plus y equals to 12 and 2x minus 4y equals to 6. Now you can solve this question or these equations through simultaneous linear equations method. So if we multiply equation number 1 by 4, we get 4x plus 4y equals to 48, and after that we will cancel y, plus 4y and minus 4y, and the remaining will be 4x plus 2x equals to 6x, and 48 plus 6 equals to 54, and x will become 54 divided by 6. So x will be 9. So now put the value of x equals to 9 into any other equation to get the value of y. So after that we will put x equals to 9 in the equation, and it will become 9 plus y equals to 12, or y equals to 12 minus 9 equals to 3. So after that you can prove it, either these values are correct or wrong. So here x equals to 9 and y equals to 3, 9 plus 3 equals to 12, so 12 equals to 12. Second question, if the area of a rectangular plot is 5400 square feet and its perimeter is 300 feet, what are the length and width of the plot? Area, as you know, equals to length multiplied by breadth, or you can say length multiplied by width, or width multiplied by length. Here L equals to 54 divided by B, because B is denoted by breadth is denoted by B and length is denoted by L, so we can say that 5400 equals to L multiplied by B. So L will be equals to 5400 divided by B. After that, perimeter is equals to 300 equals to 2 multiplied by length plus breadth. So putting value of L into the equation, as here you know that L is equals to 5400 divided by B. So we just put the value of L here. So 2 multiplied by 5400 divided by B plus B. So it will become, first of all, this multiplicative 2. When it goes to the other side of the equation, it will be divided by 300, and the result will be 150B equals to 5400 plus B square. So finally, B square minus 150B plus 5400, and now it is fit for the quadratic equation in which A equals to 1, B equals to minus 50, and C equals to 5400. So just put the values into the quadratic equation, and length will be 90 and breadth will be 60. And now after putting the values into the formula, you can prove it, either it is correct or wrong. So after that, question number 3, that ratio of the ages of 3 children is 251. The sum of their ages is 32 years. Find the ages of the youngest and the eldest child. In the case of ratio, first of all, we will have to add up all the ratios. 2 plus 5 plus 1 equals to 8. And after that, total age will be divided by 8 multiplied by 2, simultaneously multiplied by 5 and multiplied by 1. So in this way we can calculate the 3 respective ages of the 3 children, or you just simply divide it by 8 and take the 1 portion, and after that multiply by 2, multiply by 5 and multiply by 1. So the first child age is 8 years, second child age is 20, and third child age is 4. So the age of the youngest child is 4 years and eldest age is 20 years. Fourth question, that Mr. Alam purchased 10 laptops, each cost 32,000. He is allowed a trade discount of 12%. He also has an offer of 8% cash discount. How much amount he has to pay finally? So first of all, he has 10 laptops. The value of 10 laptops is 3,20,000, and if normally trade discount, this amount is given after deducting the trade discount, but if you want to add up these two discounts, total discount is 20%, so simply calculate the 20%, or you can also solve the 8% separately. But here I just add up these two discounts to just tell you that how to calculate the percentage. Either you just follow the instructions of your instructor, either 8% or 20%. So simply 3,20,000 multiplied by a fraction of 20%, which is 0.20, and discount amount is 64,000. So actual amount actually paid is 3,20,000 minus 6,400 equals to 2,56,000. After that, question number 5, that A matrix is 3, 9, 5, 1, 4, 7 and B is 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0. Find number 1, A multiplication of A and B is possible, and B A if possible. So first of all, we multiply these two, first row first column, first row second column, and after that second row first column and second row second column. So 3 multiplied by 1 plus 9 multiplied by 0 plus 5 multiplied by 1. Here it is given. After that 3 multiplied by 1 plus 9 multiplied by 2 plus 5 multiplied by 0. Here it is given. And similarly, we multiply second row with these two columns one by one. And after adding all the values, the result is 8, 21, 8 and 9. So multiplication of AB is possible. Now we come to the multiplication of BA. So first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column. 1 multiplied by 3 plus 1 multiplied by 1, here it is given. 1 multiplied by 9 plus 1 multiplied by 4, here it is given. 1 multiplied by 5 plus 1 multiplied by 7, here it is given. And now after that we just simply multiply the second row, and in third line we multiply third row, and the result is 4, 13, 12, 2, 8, 14, 3, 9, 5. So we can say that multiplication of AB and BA both are possible. Question number 6. In how many years a sum of rupees 3000 would amount to rupees 4814.07 at 6% interest compounded semi-annually? So it is the case of compound interest. N is missing. In how many years? N represents the time period, so N is missing. Sum of 3000 would amount to rupees 4814.07. So 3000 is the principal amount, and 4814.07 is the future value, and interest rate is 6% compounded semi-annually. So 6%, there are two periods of 6 months each in 1 year. So 6% is divided by 2, which will become 3% for the semi-annual, because interest rate is always given in annual term. So interest rate is 3% for one semi-annual period, and we just put the data into the formula of future value of compound interest, that is equals to future value or amount or sum is equals to P multiplied by 1 plus I raised to power N, and it will become 1.60469 equals to 1.03 raised to power N. After that we just take the log on both sides, N log of 1.03 and equals to log of 1.60469. After taking the log and division, N will be 16. So it is the case of semi-annual. We can say that there are 16 semi-annual payments. Question number 7. Evaluate 1011 multiplied by 1001 binary. Give your answer in the base 10. So first of all we multiply these two figures, and the result is 110011, and now we will convert these into the decimal, and simply we will start from the left, and 1 multiplied by 2 raised to power 0 plus 1 multiplied by 2 raised to power 1 plus 0 multiplied by 2 raised to power 2 plus 0 multiplied by 2 raised to power 3 plus 0 multiplied by 2 raised to power 4 plus 1 multiplied by 2 raised to power 5 plus 1 multiplied by 2 raised to power 6, and after the calculation or summing up, the answer is 99. Question number 8. Mr. Salma purchased a sewing machine on installments which was to be paid back in 1 year by paying rupees 1000 at the end of each month. So it is the case of multiple payments or multiple deposits or multiple receipts. So in this scenario, it is the case of annuity. So if the interest was 8% compounded monthly, what was the cash price of the machine? So once again, I read this question to take the data. Mr. Salma purchased a sewing machine on installments which was to be paid back in 1 year. So if interest rate is compounded monthly, 1 year, in 1 year there are 12 months, so N will be 12. And interest rate is 8%, so 8% is annual, so 8 divided by 12 equals to 0.67, and when we take the fraction of this 0.67, it will become 0.0067, and R or payment is 1000, so R is equals to 1000, And what is missing here? What was the cash price of the machine? Present value is missing here. So we just use here the present value formula, which is equals to r multiplied by 1 minus 1 plus I raised to power minus n divided by I. And after putting the values into this formula, answer is 11493.3. Question number 9. For the points A equals to 1, 4 and B equals to minus 1, 8, tell in which quadrant A and B lie. Find the slope and equation of the line passing through A and B. X1 and Y1. First value always represents the X and second value always represents the Y. So first X is equals to, here A are given separated here and B are separated, so we can say that X and Y are given separated here. So if we take this 1 and minus 1, so as you are seeing that these both are falling into the fourth quadrant, and 4 and 8 are falling into the first quadrant. So second thing, that find the slope and equation of the line passing through A and B. So in case of slope, the value of equation of line is y equals to mx plus b, where m is slope and b is intercept, or we can say y-intercept. So here we use the formula for slope, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Y2 is 8 minus y1 is minus 1 divided by x2 is 4 and x1 is 1, and the result is 3. So the slope is 3. When we put the values into the formula for line, and we can find out the b, and b will be minus 4. So the equation of line will be 3x minus 4. So similarly, here the second case is also given. So in the same manner, you can solve the case 2. 10th question is solve the equation 2x minus 4 over 5x plus 2 equals to 4x minus 8 over 10x plus 3. Simply cross multiply these two. 2x minus 4 multiplied by 10x plus 3 and 4x minus 8 multiplied by 5x plus 2. And after the solving, x will be equals to 2. 11th question, find the inverse of 4 minus 6, 10 minus 8. Inverse is always equals to adjoint over determinant. And adjoint, in case of adjoint, we just replace these two elements and just change the signs of these two elements. So minus 8 plus 6 minus 10 and 4 is the adjoint, and A is the cross multiplication and subtraction. So 4 multiplied by minus 8 minus 6 multiplied by 10, and that will be equals to 28. And when we remove this 28 from the division, it will be just simply multiplied by the fraction of 1 by 28. It will become minus 8 by 28, 6 by 28, minus 10 by 28, and 4 by 28. And that will be equals to in A inverse. Section C, question number 3. Emma's total investment in bonds is rupees 50,000. He had made two investments, first one at 8% and second at 10%. If his total income through these investments is rupees 4,600, what was the amount of each investment? Here, let first investment be X and second investment be Y. So, in these two investments are equivalent to 50,000, and interest of first investment is 8%, 0.08, and second investment interest is 0.10y, and total amount of interest is 4,600. So simply you can solve it through simultaneous equation or any other method. So to eliminate x, we multiply equation number 1 by 0.08 and equation number 2 with 1. We get 0.08x plus 0.08y equals to 4,000, and 0.08x plus 0.10y equals to 4600. After changing the sign, this x will be cancelled, and 0.08y minus 0.10y equals to minus 0.02y, and 4000 minus 4600 equals to 600, and minus sign on both sides will be eliminated, and y will be equals to 600 divided by 0.02, and y will be 30,000. And put value of y into any equation to get the value of x. We just simply put the value of y and take the value of x, which is 20,000. So first investment is 20,000 and second investment is rupees 30,000. Take two investments as ratio and simplify that ratio. Simplify shape of these two will be 2 and 3. 10,000 2s are 20,000 and 10,000 3s are 30,000. So it is the simplified form of the ratio. And after summing the ratio, we just simply divide the profit with the sum of the ratio and multiply by 2. So it means out of 4600 profit or interest, 1840 of the interest of x, and 4600 divided by 5 multiplied by 3 equals to 2760 is the interest of y. So x investment amount is 20,000 plus 1840 equals to 21840, and y's investment including interest will be 30,000 plus 2760 equals to 232,760. B form, B part of this question: a factory makes 1554 units in 14 days with the help of 20 workers. So there are 3 variables involved. If 2 workers go on leave, how many units can be produced if there are only 10 days? So units are missing, so we take units at the extreme right, and after putting the values into the variables workers, days and units, now one by one we will see the relationship of one variable with the missing variable. The process is very simple, that we take first of all days constant, and what is the relation of workers with the units. If there are more workers, they can produce more units, so the relationship is positive. So we take 20 divided by 18. Now we take the workers constant and we take the days as variable. If there are more days, we can produce more units. So once again it is a positive relation, 14 by 10 and 1554 divided by x. And we just simply 20 multiplied by 14 multiplied by x, and 18 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 1554. And after the calculation, the result is 999 units. Question number 4, part A. Mr. Mahmood deposits an amount of rupees 15,000 at the end of each 6 months. So it is the case of annuity because there are multiple payments or multiple deposits. What amount will he got on deposits if the interest rate is 6% compounded semi-annually after making 8% 8 deposits? So n is 8, interest rate is 6%, compounded semi-annually, so interest will be 3% because 6% represents the annual interest rate, and its I will be equals to 0.03, and installment is 15,000, so R will be 15. And here is the formula for future value. After putting the values into this formula, the future value is 13384.5. Part B is if A equals to 2 minus 3, 2, 3 and x equals to x, y and b equals to minus 20 and 40. Use Ax equals to b to find the value of x and y. So we just simply solve x and y through inverse method. I already discussed in the same paper about the calculation of Inverse is always equals to adjoint of A divided by determinant of A. In adjoint, we just replace the places of these two elements and replace or change the signs of these two elements. So adjoint will be equals to 3, 3 minus 2 and 2. Determinant is simply the cross multiplication of these two, 2 multiplied by 3 minus 3 multiplied by 2. That will be equals to 12. And when we divide all these items with 12, so it will become 3 by 12, 3 by 12 minus 2 by 12 and 2 by 12, and it will be equals to A inverse. And after that we just simply multiply this B with A inverse. 3 by 12 multiplied by minus 20 plus 3 by 12 multiplied by 40, and in lowest row 3 by 12 multiplied by minus 2 by 12 multiplied by minus 20 plus 2 by 12 multiplied by 40, and after the calculation the result is 5 and 10. Upper value represents the x and lower value will represents the y. So x equals to 5 and y equals to 10. Question number 5. A manufacturer of a certain product knows that he can sell as many units as he can produce in a week at a price of rupees 50 each. His variable cost of production is rupees 10 per unit and total fixed cost are rupees 4,000. Now do as directed below. Number 1. Construct cost function and revenue function. As you know that total cost equals to total variable cost plus total fixed cost. Fixed cost here is 4,000 and variable is his variable cost of production is rupees 10. So 10x plus 4,000 is the cost function, and revenue function is simply price multiplied by output. So what is the price? He can produce in a week at a price of rupees 50 each. So revenue function equals to 50x. Second, he is saying that construct profit function. Profit is always equals to total revenue minus total cost. So total revenue is 50x and total cost is 10x plus 4,000. So always remember that total cost always you write down the total cost always in brackets. So when we open the brackets, this plus will be converted into minus form. So 50x minus 10x minus 4,000, and profit function will be equals to 40x minus 4,000. And third, find break-even point. And break-even is the point where profit is 0. So we assume profit as 0, and the profit function is 40x minus 4,000. And this 40x, when it goes to the other side, it will become minus 40x equals to minus 4,000. Minus will be eliminated from both sides, and x will be equals to 4,000 divided by 40 equals to 100 units. So at the production of 100 units, there is a break-even point, or you can say that if you produce more than 100 units, you can get profit. And if you produce less than 100 units, you will face loss. So you can prove this here after putting the 100 instead of x, and you can see that profit is 0. So next he is asking that tell whether the manufacturer bears the loss or gain or profit on selling 150 units. Also give the amount of profit or loss. I already discussed here that if there are units more than 100, then obviously there is a profit. So when we put 150 instead of x, total profit will be 2000. So it was the paper of 2016. I hope so that I will come again with some new paper of business mathematics. Thank you.